the ACME Comedy Club, Americana Cafe. Have you guys checked out any of the shows on Saturdays? Were you guys here last Saturday? Fantastic, fantastic. Well, we're going to get this started. A lot of these guys are local comedians that are coming in from out of town, working on some of their materials. I'm from Graham, so you might run into me on the street, or I might run over you in my car because I drive like a maniac. But all these people here you're going to see tonight are fairly local, so give a lot of support to your local comics, and let's get the show started. So did you guys watch the Olympics? Yes. Did you guys realize that this was the Winter Olympics? That we won more medals than any other Winter Olympics in history as the United States? I mean, we get some applause for that, right? USA, right? It was extremely gratifying to watch the United States whip Canada for gold in hockey. Yes. In men and women's. Men have not won the gold medals since 1980, and to be truthful, I didn't even know we had a women's hockey team. They were on Saturday Night Live, and actually they were very attractive women. It seems like they don't get all their teeth knocked out like most of the guys do. However, I did watch it quite a bit. The weirdest thing was seeing curling. It seemed like every time I turned the television on, curling was on. Does anybody understand curling? I found it not entertaining, but it seemed to dominate most of the time on the screen. My favorite event, though, that was new to me was the skeleton sled racing. Have you guys seen that before? Face first, 90 miles an hour. That's insane. However, my favorite part is the booties. Because you see that on camera, right down Main Street, big voluptuous thighs. And then they start running. And then they dive down, boom, sliding just like a kid. Crazy thing is, they do a replay in slow motion. So when they first make that initial bounce, it's like Jello. And then when they make the turns, you see all of that booty shift one direction. I sat there the whole time, just like that. It was amazing. I watched every bit of it. I watched every racer. I watched every country. It was, to me, it was the most interesting event. However, I will tell you that I did get more excited after watching the entire first event, finding out that the women's event was going to happen that Friday. You gotta appreciate all the booties, you know? So we ran through quite a bit of time, not too awful long ago, especially during COVID-esque. Everything was getting canceled. We lost the Native American lady on the land of Lake's Butter. We lost Uncle Ben. We lost Aunt Jemima, which is crazy. I'm not sure how some of those products actually slipped through, especially my favorite that kind of slipped through, which is probably the most racist name for a product I've ever heard, which was Spick and Span. I have no idea how that one slipped through. So I'm at the age now where if an attractive person comes up to me and wants to talk to me, I don't initially think, oh yeah, I've still got it. My first thought is that my wife has sent that person over to test my loyalty. So I get pretty nervous in a room full of good-looking people. And I feel pretty comfortable here tonight. I'm just kidding, you guys are attractive. You're pretty hot. Did she send you? Sir? You? She's getting crafty. I don't even know what to go with. No, she didn't send you? I also think my wife is gaslighting me into thinking that I'm going deaf. Anybody else? Because wives say that you never listen to them. My wife talks like this. And she doesn't look at me at all when she speaks. And she speaks low. There's no way I'm hearing that. Plus, I can't differentiate when she's talking to herself or when she's talking to me. And that makes it more complicated. She also likes to talk to me as soon as I leave the room, at the same level as if I was standing immediately beside her, and I'm supposed to hear her as well. Anybody else deal with that?
Yes.
All right. Okay, it's not just me. It's fantastic. Are you guys familiar with what the hall pass game is? The hall pass game is when you pick a celebrity or somebody that you can actually, I guess, be with. Let's see if we can keep this PG-13. You can be with, and that's your hall pass. You get one pass, one person. So my wife and I, we played this game. I told her to write the name down of her hall pass, and I'll write mine down. So she writes hers down, slides it across. It was Paul Walker. That's understandable. Paul Walker's a good-looking guy. I slid mine across to her. She opens it up, extremely mad. Very, very mad. Because I had written down her sister-in-law. And it was the fat, ugly one. I'm in it to win it. When I was growing up, my mom was a single mom, and she didn't allow us to have pets. But in her dating, she got crabs one time, so I guess the joke's on her. She wouldn't even let us pet them. That's a new one, no, not so much of gross. I do have a couple things that I'd like to share about myself. I think everybody suffers from some kind of disorder. I suffer from a rare form of Tourette's. I don't know if it's really rare. I think it's more common than most people are diagnosed, but it's a job-induced Tourette's. So as soon as I clock in, I immediately start cussing all day long. I do believe that the most advanced technology on the planet right now is Hispanic radio broadcast. I think that's projected from the moon. It comes in clear no matter what. You cannot even have an antenna on your radio and it's going to come in super clear. But I do believe whoever invented this extra technology I'm about to tell you about is probably the craziest individual on the planet. Whoever developed facial recognition technology for Chinese people, that guy is a master at programming. Did you guys hear in Winston-Salem, it wasn't too awful long ago, that there were 3 women that were arrested for running a fight club in a rest home. The fight club included Alzheimer's patients. That's crazy. That really happened. So what's the first rule of Fight Club? You don't talk about Fight Club. What's the second rule of Fight Club? You don't talk about Fight Club. And this one, the third rule of Fight Club? What were we talking about? And that's how you get by with it. So. Anybody fans of Post Malone here? Anybody know who Post Malone is? Yeah? So Post Malone is a very talented musician. Makes great music. He has tattoos all over his face. I honestly think that he missed an opportunity for marketing to call himself Post-it Malone, because it looks like somebody scribbled notes on him already. And he looks like he could be extra sticky on one side. Well, that's my time. My name's Shannon Griffin. I thank you guys for coming out. Your next comedian is coming from Chapel Hill. He's setting up his stuff right now. Sometimes I didn't give him enough time. This is on me. I'm a bad host right now. Sorry. Why don't you come up front? That'd be great.
What's going on?
Oh!